night, all night. Make sure the cookies stick before I ate you. Real nigga, I'ma eat you. I don't care what it really smell like. I'ma lick you up and down just to get you right.
Everybody wants this cookie. My spoiled rotten cookie. Yeah, everybody wants this cookie. My spoiled rotten cookie. Yeah, everybody wants this cookie. My spoiled rotten cookie. Yeah, everybody wants this cookie. My spoiled rotten
All
cookie.
right, y'all. Let's cut the music. Let's cut the music. Let's cut the music.
You already know.
Let's get this music cut here.
You only wanted it to
Boom. And we are back, guys. Woo, I missed you guys yesterday, but you know, I was feeling a little bit under the weather. I'm still there. You know, the throat is not all the way together. I'm about like 90% there, you feel me? But we're going to rock out tonight with a good show. We got a whole bunch of people we need to talk about. Let me know that you can hear me and see me good before we get it popping. Can y'all let me know that you can hear me and see me good before we get it popping? And see, I went live earlier. I did the main show early. So for everybody that's in the UK, you still able to catch it. Can you see me and hear me good? You know, I got Booby right here with me. I got Booby right here. Don't we call him Booby? Bob. What we call him? We got Booby. Now, I do got to let you guys know that my shows are sponsored by Coffee by Kofi, okay? This is a high-energy, high-performance starter roast that I use every day to get my day started, okay? So throw out that Folgers, throw out that Maxwell, get you some black-owned coffee up in your house. The best part of waking up is knowing that you got black-owned in your cup, and if you're going to put anything in your body, it might as well be black, okay? In addition to that, guys, my shows are sponsored by Kulture Soap Company. Now, Kulture Soap don't just make soap, okay? They make bath bombs, CBD bombs, basically everything that you need to relax after a hard day of being out there at work or either a hard day of teaching your kids at home on that Zoom education that them kids are doing now, okay? So with this soap right here, you put it all over your body in the shower, scrub it in with your loofah or whatever. You know, black folks, we have some loofah or some rags, okay? And then you rinse it off, and then you ready for your zaddy, which is why it's called zaddy soap. All right. Let's go ahead and get it popping. First things first, we got to talk about T.I. Tip Harris, one of our favorite. This is our favorite dysfunctional, misogynist misuser and abuser of a dictionary and a thesaurus, okay? Now, he took to the IG, all right? And not to talk about beard care, not to talk about inspiration of actually being able to connect your beard. That beard ain't never connected. You know, I'm not even trying to be funny, but I feel like once you get to the age of 40, all hopes of facial hair connectation, you just need to let it go. Like, if you can't go and pay for it and get it to connect, then you might as well just let it go, because it's never going to happen. You're way past puberty. You're transitioning to old age at that point. But he went and he spit some real game here, and so I want us to listen to the game that he was spitting to us on IG, and then we're going to come back and talk about it. So let's play the video now.
All y'all getting all this money from the government, man. All that PPP, SBA, all this shit, man. Ain't no more mint coats in the store. And it's summertime, ain't that? Ain't no more Cartiers. It ain't no more Louboutins, no more Louis, ain't no more. Go get you some property, please. Please, y'all go buy some property. Okay?
Your credit card. Here you go.
Getting okay.
Get your LLC. God damn.
What you say?
LLC guy. From the start that motherfucker.
Man, that could be a bit complex and advanced. You know, it's too much paperwork and procedure in it. It could be a patch of dirt, bro. Go to your hood and find it. Ain't gotta have no house on it or nothing. Just buy it. Just buy it and hold it. You dig what I'm saying? All y'all.
All right. Now, I do gotta say this. I understand COVID is going on, and a lot of people are afraid to leave the house, but he ain't never been afraid to leave the house to get him a little piece of strange trim, you know, a little piece of strange cat out there. He ain't never been afraid to go sneak down a back alley and get him none. So I wonder why he's so afraid to go down there to the barber. You can't afford to have no barber come to your house and just, you know, take their temperature before you let them in. Oh golly, that beard needs a perm and it looks really bad. But y'all ain't heard that. Wait a minute. Wasn't the family just on a vacation in Mexico? So they traveling internationally but can't get a haircut? Okay, all right. Well, I do gotta say this. T.I. was actually speaking some real shit when he was talking about, look, for all y'all getting these SBA loans, you're making up fake LLCs, you're getting these PPP loans, you're over there like Carly Red ex-husband talking about you got a flame truck and flame. So, talk about you got hundreds of employees and buying furs and buying Chanel bags and, you know, buying cars that's gonna be repossessed in 3 months. I'm here to let you know that you really do need to be investing that shit in actual business so that when everything goes back to normal, you ain't got to go get a job. Because I don't know if you guys do know, but like, I know a lot of folks are sitting at home right now, but next year, everybody's going to be trying to get a job and nobody's going to be quitting. So it's going to be really hard. So if you really want to start a business and you're getting this help from the government, I suggest you do it. But T.I., what I really want you to come and talk to us about, in addition to what we need to do with our money, you know, I really hope that he will talk about how we need to stop cheating on our wives and committing adultery, how we need to stop making our wives feel insecure by sleeping with younger, better versions of them, how we need to stop treating our children different, you know, treating these kids better than the other ones, how we need to stop all the misogyny running up and through our family, especially when we're raising our kids. You know, we treat the boys way different than the girls. How we need to stop emotionally bullying our sweet and demure children, you know, the ones that are loud and boisterous and cause a lot of shit, you know, smoking weed in the hot tub. It's all good. But poor little Deja, you know, gotta have her coochie lips spread open to the whole internet. Let's talk about how we need to stop raising promiscuous men. You know, women at some point in some generation would like to have a generation of men that are virtuous, masculine, and actually monogamous. And we also need to learn the context of how to use words. You know, it's okay to know a word and to know its definition, but you got to use it correctly in a sentence. And last but not least, let's learn how to connect our beards by 40 or simply let it go. All right? All right. Gonna move right along. We'll be right back to talk about Jussie Smollett. Now, are you tired of being fat as hell? Are you sick of your breasts hitting your lap when you sit down? Are you embarrassed every time you go out and people think you pregnant, but you really not? You just had a big burrito last night. If you were going through them problems, and guess what? I got a solution for you, and your solution is going to be found in NUTRABURST. Now, before you get mad, let me let you know, in addition to using NUTRABURST products, you're going to need a healthy caloric deficit diet. But one of my favorite products that NUTRABURST offers is called Resolution Drops and Life Drops. And I'm telling you, they help me not eat as much because, you know, I'm a cookie monster. I'm a slave to that pata monster. So if you a slave to the pasta and the cookies like me, get you some Resolution and some Life Drops. My link is in the description box below. All right, guys. Now, let me know in the chat how you like this shirt. I was feeling this shirt, okay? It's from Fashion Nova. You know, can we take a break really quick just to talk about myself? I'm always talking about celebs. I felt like the shirt looked it. You know, I felt like it looked it okay. Y'all let me know how this shirt look. How this shirt look? Let me know. I know the NutraBurst commercial is insane, but just let me know. On a scale from 1 to 10, is it giving you Miami Vice? It's cute. It's okay. Okay. All right. Anyway, we're gonna move right along. Look, I thought I was really doing something. Now, you know, I'm make look. Things get a little better for me. I'm a whole hoe out here in these streets. I'm ordering from Fashion Nova. I am officially a hoe. I got a lining. I got grease moisturized hair, lotion on my elbows and knees, stimulus jewelry, and Fashion Nova. You can't tell me shit. And I just got my teeth cleaned. Boy, woo-wee. Y'all better wait till I get them Drake abs. I'm going to go down to Dr. Miami. I don't know what y'all going to do with me then. Moving right along, we got to talk about one of the biggest disgraces to his family, Jussie Smollett. Although when we called him Jussie was when we actually liked him. At this point, I think he needs to rebrand himself, and I think we just need to call him Justin from now on. You know, it's Jussie, you know, when he's doing something cute, but it's Justin when your mama mad at your ass. Did your mama beat your ass for still telling stories at 35 years old? I really want to know. But anyway, Jussie Smollett, him and his curl, is still trying to convince us that the situation that happened to him actually happened. So he went over there to Mark. What's that man named? Mark Lamont Hill? Why I want to call him Lamont? Mark Lamont Hill The one that the lips kind of don't even match the skin. Mark Lamont Hill, that's his name. Anyway, he went over there to them talking about how the city of Chicago was after him. They won't let this case go, and that he is maintaining his innocence. I want y'all to let me know down there in the chat. Do y'all believe Justin that he is innocent? He says there are currently 2 people that can corroborate his story, and not his trainers that he paid to run trains on him while he was going after footlongs at 2 in the morning in negative 20-degree weather. Then now I heard out there in them streets that, when you got a dick appointment, you will, walk through mud and fight through blood to get to it. Ladies, you let me know how, the stuff y'all go through to get to y'all dick appointment. Apparently, you go through negative 20-degree weather to do it, but I'm sitting here saying, y'all didn't get the metaphors. Y'all didn't understand. He said he was outside, 2 in the morning, all right, in Chicago. Everybody sleep, looking for a foot long. And then it turns out that his trainers are 2 Nigerians. He told y'all what he was going to do. He was going to get him a $5 swallow that foot long. That $5 swallow that foot long. He was going to swallow the foot long, all right? But anyway, if you guys don't remember, he claimed that he got attacked by 2 white men. They put a noose around his neck, poured bleach on him in negative 20-degree weather, all while saying MAGA country, nigga, or ain't you that F word? The whole situation just sounded like a really bad plot line on Empire. And then I thought about it and said, well, actually, that whole situation sounded like any plot line on Empire after season 3. Because we know the show went to pure hell after that. Can we keep it real? Most of these shows are go from sugar to shit after like the 3rd season. They'd be like, okay, now make up your mind. It was just like Scandal. It was like, damn, Carrie, you in this overbite. Pick a white man. Y'all remember Scandal with Kerry Washington? I'm sitting here looking at her bang and her overbite. Like, if you don't pick which white man you want to be with, and then you finally get him and you get knocked up and you suck that baby out and send it to heaven, it's just like, pick a white man. I don't even know how that shit ended. Shonda Rhimes was pissing me off with that writing. But anyway, Justin went over there to Mark to talk about what's going on and how the city of Chicago is still investigating this situation. And so I'm going to let you listen to a little bit of their conversation, and we'll be right back.
They won't let this go. You know what I'm saying? They won't let it go. It doesn't matter. There is
what is it,
there is an example being made, and the sad part is that there's an example being made of someone that did not do what they're being accused of. You got to really look a little bit deeper, and you got to think about the fact that these departments, these prosecutors, these police, they're frat boy fraternal order of police. All of these departments, they get funded, they get promotions, they get these types of incentives, not from solving a case based on truth, based on fact, but in fact winning the case. So if your first motive and your main motivation is to win a case, well, then you're going to win it at any cost, which means that you're willing to throw people under the bus that don't deserve to. You're willing to coax people into lying about things and saying things happened that did not happen. You're able to switch a narrative and sell a narrative based on the agenda that you're trying to sell, and that is what has happened for the last almost 2 years. One of the things
go ahead, Mark.
Specifically that the Chicago PD though said with your case is that they could not find a video of a hate crime attack. It's out there. There's also 2 other witnesses that saw white men. So saw exactly what I say that I saw. These are the things that people don't necessarily know, because the lies and the things that were not true were yelled from the rooftop. But then,
all right, there's enough of that. That's enough of that. The lies. Justin, you really gonna stand 10 toes down in this lie, ain't you? I respect the dedication to the lie, though. You know what I'm saying? Like, literally, he done held on to this lie for so long, I almost feel like we need to just forgive him and let it go and move on. Like, that's pure dedication. Like, To be embarrassed in front of the whole world, you know, to lose your job, to lose everything, to mess up your family name, to have people dragging you from sea to shining sea, and you still hold on to that same lie. I gotta give them kudos for that. But here's the thing, right? The city of Chicago has requested documents from the FBI regarding this whole case with with Justin and this hate crime, okay? So the city of Chicago is now working with the FBI. In addition to that, do y'all remember the DA Kim Foxx, who actually had, you know, dropped the charges against Justin because she said there wasn't enough evidence? Well, this special prosecutor in the city of Chicago then figured out that, you know, Kim, although you were allowed to use your own discretion to a certain degree when you were determining whether to press charges upon Jussie or not, they said there was an abuse of your discretion, which means, you know, maybe you was paid under the table. Maybe you just didn't want to put a black man under, so you let it go. Basically, Kim Foxx didn't really pursue this the way that she should. And now there's a special prosecutor that's going to be on Jussie's ass. Jussie, I don't know why you don't want to go ahead and just write the city of Chicago they check and let them move on. Okay? Now, I'm going to look in this camera and say this, and y'all can feel some kind of way. I'm not that mad at Jussie. Excuse me. Was he lying? Hell yeah, he was lying. But at the end of the day, for all the fake Karens and Brads out there in the world and all the shit that they cause, this is nothing, all right? Pay the city of Chicago whatever they police spent looking for these imaginary white people that were actually two big buff-ass Nigerians. Pay them their cash and move right along. And hey, Chicago, if only y'all invested that much money in getting rid of the gang violence, maybe, you know, Chicago wouldn't be such a shitty damn place. Nah. I said what I said. Are y'all ready to move on and talk about Nene leaks? Because I'm ready to talk about Nene leaks. Let's talk about Nene leaks. Wait a minute. Dana said, I'm not mad at Juicy. Why you call... Don't call him Juicy. Wow. Okay. Yeah, that's funny though. All right. So now let's talk about Nene leaks, okay? Because for the longest time, a lot of us have been trying to figure out, is she returning to season 13 of Real Housewives of Atlanta? Is she not? Nene leaks won't say nothing, but she's steady dragging people on her YouTube channel. Then she's trying to get us to subscribe to Brent's YouTube channel, Brent's YouTube channel, and we don't give a damn about Brent. Give us the tea or sit down or talk about something. But we come to watch you. We don't come to go watch Brent. And then she had Alvin, who's I was about to call him Trey, but he ain't Trey nothing. Who's gay toy is that? You know, a lot of you women be treating them gay men like gay toys. That's ain't that Trina's gay toy? Her assistant, the one that was fighting with Bobby Lights. I know I'm not tripping. I know that's the same damn Alvin. Now, it's a lot of people named Alvin, but it ain't a lot of people with that fucking face. I know that's Alvin anyway. So she got her resident clown next to her, and we really don't give a damn to look at him or anything he got to say. We just like, Nene, just tell us if you're coming back or not. Well, anyway, there is currently a discrimination lawsuit going on against Bravo Network. We know for sure that Mariah Huck from over there, Married to Medicine, is suing Bravo for discrimination. And I gotta say this, Bravo has done some discriminatory things. The white people are allowed to breach their contracts, the black folks are not. Kim Zolciak was able to leave in the middle of a season. Kim Zolciak was able to get a spinoff even though she didn't fulfill her requirements on Housewives. Then if you go over to Vanderpump Rules, they done all kinds of racist shit over there, said racist shit in the media. Then you done had a couple of the white girls over there that called the police on the black girl just because the black girl got the white D of one of the boyfriends. It's a whole lot of shit they allow over there, and they finally being called out for it. Although to the Negroes that's over there, I don't know what you expect to happen when you sign over your show to the Caucasoids. When the Caucasoids take over your show, the Caucasoids do what the Caucasoids do because you don't own it anymore, and you get a glorified title, not a real title. All right, Mariah, and you too, Shawnee. Shit, you over there at VH1, but you weren't running shit. Brandy cussed your ass out, and you thought she was really gonna be gone to be right back in your damn face the very next season. You and your nostrils was flaring with anger with that shit because you ain't got that much control. Now, you want that much control? We need black networks. Now, Nene Leakes' reps have said that Nene Leakes is not a part of this discrimination lawsuit at all, and that the issue with Nene and the network is that they're in current negotiations for season 13, okay? And so they're probably trying to negotiate a couple things. Number one, salary. Even though Nene Leakes has a set determined amount that she's supposed to be getting, about $3 million a season for the next couple years. Even though she's supposed to get that amount, I am sure that Nene Leakes is probably trying to get some extra perks on top of that. In addition to that, she's probably trying to negotiate on what part of her life she's going to show. She's not going to talk about Greg's alleged side baby. She's not going to talk about all the drama with her son. Hollywood is closed, and so there's no roles for her to go pretend to, be in. It's not acting if you play yourself. Anyway, and then in addition to that, it's like, what else is she really bringing to the table? You want to walk away from filming whenever you get into it with somebody. It's not much you're giving us, and things get old, and the network is ready to push her out. And so here's another part of the issue that Nene is having, right? Because even though the rep said she was not a part of that lawsuit, they never said she was never a part of the lawsuit. See, I gotta look at it. Y'all gotta listen to the words and read between them lines and between them thighs and between them nostrils, what's left of them, okay? Here's the thing. Nene Leakes has been trying to get a talk show for years, okay? She thought befriending Wendy Williams was going to get her there. It didn't. Jason Lee thinks he's going to get his daytime show by befriending Wendy Williams. Wendy Williams can't do a damn thing for her damn self. What in the hell is she going to do for y'all? Okay? So, it just wasn't going to happen. Tamar thought she was going to get one. It didn't happen. Jerry O'Connell thought he was going to get one. It didn't happen. Nick Cannon was actually going to get his daytime show until he talked about the very same people that write them checks and got sunned and buck broken in front of the freaking country. I still feel bad for him. Like, I know his ass is stinging, but I feel it in my ass. Now, Nene Leakes has not only been trying to get a talk show for the longest time, she's also just signed on to do a new show with E! Network called Glam Squad Showdown. Anyway, probably some shit that we actually are not going to watch, but this is what y'all got to understand. Bravo is owned by NBC. E! Network is owned by NBC. Everything she is trying to do is owned by NBC, which means you can't sue the network and work for them at the same time. So do I think she was initially a part of that discrimination lawsuit? Yes. And what I think is they said, well, if you really want these other shows to go through, because you need that check, then I suggest you drop out of this lawsuit. You can have your negotiations and be landlocked and all that shit, but when it comes to suing a company, it's hard to sue a company and work for them at the same damn time. And although they won't explicitly fire her, they could just, all of a sudden, the show would just disappear. She wants future opportunities, and they probably said, if you sue us, we'll never give you a daytime talk show, or we'll blackball you. It is a lot that goes on between the scenes that puts these celebrities in these really bad predicaments, okay? In addition to that, you guys also got to remember that, let me give you a good example. Let me put it this way, right? To get to the different levels, you always going to have new devils. And I just feel like we're going to have to see some drastic changes before Nene gets to the next level. I'm going to leave that there. But ultimately, was she a part of that lawsuit at first? I believe so. And then they said, if you still want to do anything with us, madam, I suggest you let it go. And she let it go. And so I think it's about time for Nene to, well, y'all know what they make them do. I'm going to leave that at that. Oh, y'all getting my drift? Y'all getting my drift? You know what I'm saying? I got a new source out there in Hollywood now that told me a lot of things that be going on. And I'm just like, shit. The politics is real out there. Like, you really got to play along to get along. But all that will be, I'll tell y'all that on Patreon, all right? In members, we'll talk about it there. I believe so as well. Nene, no drastic changes does not mean another drastic nose job. No. Not, she ain't got that much shit on her left to cut off. You can sue your employer. I know a few who moved up the chain afterwards. Yes, but this is the entertainment industry. This isn't State Farm. You know what I'm saying? I'm just saying. All right. Moving right along from that. I wanted us to actually come. Oh, shit. I was Trick. Do y'all see Trick Daddy? Apparently we got a whole new dance. This was sent to me and I was like, okay, we'll talk, we'll do it on the show here. So wait a minute. I think I gotta cut off the sound here. Let's see, can we do the trick? Trick. Here? Let's see. Wait, I gotta get over. Wait. I gotta get over here so we can do it. What y'all think about the Trick Daddy? What y'all think about the Trick Daddy? Can we add that dance? Can we add the Trick? Wait a minute. I'm trying to. I didn't practice first, so I'm trying to like. Okay. Ouch. I don't know what that is. Oh my goodness. That is the Trick Daddy, people. The Trick Daddy. Oh my God. I am so done. Like Trick Daddy. Trick Daddy need his own show, I promise. We got a commercial. We'll be back to talk about Kiely and Naturi.
Ladies, treat Gianni. All natural herbs for a fresher, tighter, cleaner, healthier Yanni. This is the Yanni bowl. Here are the herbs, the natural herbs. You know, a little steamy down there, but you know, it's perks to it. Keep everything right and tight. I'm going to Yanni steam. If you haven't heard about it, definitely got to research it. It has wonderful, wonderful benefits. So ladies, try her out.
All right. Let's get this down. Get that yellow screen down. Now, we gotta move on and talk about our promise. Y'all know I don't like her. All right, so let's talk about Kiely Williams, Shane, and Naturi nodding. All right, so we already know that I take Naturi's side in this. I already told y'all that. But let me build the story before I go in, and we'll go from there. Okay, so Naturi has stated that she's going to be coming out with a new album where she will be digesting her feelings about what happened with 3LW and her past and all of that stuff. Well, then the Snuffleupagus came out from up under her rock to post about it after Naturi just posted that she was going to tell her story on the album. And I have to say to Kiely, first off, who called for you? Nobody. Nobody calls for you unless they talk about Naturi. Don't that suck, Kiely? Don't it suck that the very same one that you thought you were better than because of colorism, because of what, was put into your head, your mama said you might not be able to act, baby. You might not have the best voice. You might have a tongue that's too big for your mouth. But at least you light-skinned. Just like Hazel Mama told her. You may be ugly. Your nose may be big enough for the whole NYC subway track system to go outside your damn nostrils. But at least you can bleach yourself to be light. And so, Kiely, it must suck that, nobody ever calls you for anything or any kind of work or any kind of employment unless it has to do with the very same one that you thought you was better than. But, so after Kiely Williams, posted that she was going to talk about her feelings and talk about what happened, boom. Kiely Williams decided to take to her IG and post a video of Tasha's from years ago, right? Apparently this was an R&B video. She said, "Where was Theme Tasha when this thing was thought? See already a death of pain years ago. You wasn't paying attention because she didn't have a hit show. But see how nice I am? I'm giving her the promise. I showed you something new, so go support your girl's music. It's a bop, am I right? So then, you know, because Kiely finally started getting some attention over there on that dry-ass IG page, she then went on to post this. Oh, let me put it up here. I can't believe you're still bitter. Kiely, although you might have thought that was an original joke, it was not. In fact, there is nothing about you that is original as far as I'm concerned. I think it's absolutely deplorable that people can't impose trauma upon you and then tell you how you're supposed to process it and how much you can talk about it. Naturi can talk about this until 40 going north. Naturi can talk about this until she old and gray. This can be a beef that's taken all the way to the grave. But quite frankly, honestly, Kiely, you beefing with your damn self because Naturi is clearly winning and clearly won and clearly came out on top. Now, Naturi, the only thing I'm mad at you for is that you let this heifer and her mammy throw chicken, mashed potatoes, and gravy all in your face and then beat her ass. What? Naturi, why you didn't beat her ass? Let's get into it, Naturi. Now, I know you came from a classy family. I know they church-going people, but don't nobody beat ass like church-going people. I want to know, where was Naturi's, where was her heathen family members? Because, you know, anytime you in the church, you always got them family members that ain't saved yet. They let you know, he might not hit you, bitch, but God ain't through with me yet. I'm gonna beat your ass. So where was them family members, the heathens, the hookers and hoes at, the drug dealers and the pimps shooting dice on the corner? Where was those family members at to come and handle this heifer? And I'm aiming for throwing you out on the street and throwing KFC in your face, chicken and gravy running down your damn face. Now, first of all, if I was Naturi, I'd have beat your ass just because you wasted chicken. We don't waste chicken around here. So you'd have got beat up just for that. But secondly, the disrespect is ridiculous, you know? Why did you not whoop her ass after Kiely and her mammy tried to slut you out to the St. Lunatics? Because if you guys do not know, oh yeah, their manager, you know, Kiely's mother tried to slut Naturi out and sell her to the St. Lunatics. Because I guess she figured since she dark skinned, she don't give a damn about her life. She ain't got no damn self-esteem. Let's slut her out to them. Even though her daughter was a slut the whole damn time. Let's keep it real. And so, Kiely, since you just never plan to let this go like your tongue never plans to let go the back of your teeth, what I want to know is these, right? I got some questions for you, girly. You said, how can she still be bitter? I can't believe she's still bitter. I can't believe you ever thought you were as talented as Naturi. I can't believe you ever thought that your ass actually had a future in a singing career besides a candy pop ass group, okay? I can't believe that you actually never got speech therapy. You know, your mammy told you was so good and she loved you so much and she favored you, but she never took any of them 3LW dollars and got you no speech therapy. She never did nothing, so you know you wouldn't be spitting on everybody every time you pronounce an S or a TH. I can't believe you thought you would actually be an actor. You went on all them Disney auditions and didn't get shit because you can't act and we can't understand what the hell you saying. And your spirit ain't right, okay? I can't believe you thought you actually had a career as a long-lasting stardom and you didn't see that you would just be a one-hit wonder, a one-group wonder, somebody to be forgotten, to only be brought up from up under your rock whenever we talk about Naturi, okay? I can't believe you tried to whore Naturi out to the St. Lunatics even though you didn't make no money or make no career moves off of all the hoeing you did, all right? I can't believe you ever thought you could compete with Raven Simone or nasty ass Adrian. Now, you know, Raven Simone, back when she was black, you know, she's dark white now. She was talented then, she's talented now. We just don't claim her now at this point. Because like she said, I ain't black, I'm dark white. I'm kidding. She said I'm not African American, but I like to mess with her with that. But she's over there, Raven is over there married to that white woman that, you know, has made it very clear, you think we gonna have babies together, but I ain't gonna have your babies, you know. Raven, I don't know who's going to carry y'all well, yeah, okay. Y'all can't biologically have children, so wherever you get some nut from, you're gonna have to carry it. I know you're the stud in this relationship, but you're gonna have to carry it. That white woman says she not putting no colored babies in her uterus for you. She's only with you for the money. I'm just saying, you roll the tapes back, Raven, and go look at that IG live video you did with your boo next to you, facial expressions and body languages, everything. You said we finna work on some babies. Now you can rub one out all night long, and you can scissor till you die, scissor till you seizure, but ain't no baby gonna come from that. So that white woman already said you ain't put no color baby inside of her, and if you put you know, I know you dark white and she white and you think the baby will come out like mid white, but if you put a white baby inside of her, she ain't gonna do nothing but divorce your ass, take it from you, get, you know, half of your shit and child support too. You're gonna be out here on the line with the nigga still working because you gotta pay child support. You know, you might wanna screw her like a black man, but you put that white baby inside of her, you gonna learn about them black man blues. But back to this, I also can't believe, oh, I'm sorry, in nasty ass Adrian. Now Adrian might not wash her hands after she used the bathroom. Adrian might eat popcorn out of the bed on the third or fourth day. You know, Adrian is a lot of damn things, but Adrian is talented, okay? Now, finally, I can't believe, Kiely, that you got pregnant by a broke white boy and not a rich executive. You had all that help to learn how to move in the industry and you still failed. This goes to show you in life, it's not how you start, it's how you finish. But to me, although Naturi was always classy and always took, you know, the better way out and was the bigger person, I'm not advocating. I'm not advocating for my younger ones that's watching me to do that. Beat that ass. She did. You get disrespected like that. Beat that ass. Forget all that hell. Talking about, I know God said vengeance is his, but sometimes he be taking too long. This is 20 years in the making here. She do chicken in my face. I need her to feel this pain now. Do y'all understand what I'm saying, or am I just tripping? Do you understand what I'm saying, or am I just tripping? Am I just tripping? Kiely bitter about not getting that stimulus check. Oh, you know Kiely ass got a stimulus check now. She ain't make more than $75,000 last year. You know she got a stimulus check. What? I knew the Pussycat Dolls was in the prostitution ring, but I didn't hear about Naturi in the St. Louis. Yep. Keely's mama, the manager, sure did try to slut her out to the St. Lunatics. Yes, the Pussycat Dolls was one big pussy cat of a group. That's why when they had that reality show on CW back in the day, the girl that won, she was black, had long black hair, brown skin. I can't remember her name, but when it came to sign them documents, she ran away, you know, because she saw the devil and she saw what the Pussycat Dolls was really about. Because all the vocals was Nicole. They told you what they was selling. Pussycat. Sometimes you got to take matters in your own hands. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. I think Kiely low-key want to see what Naturi box tastes of. Wow. Well, maybe if she tastes a little bit of Naturi box, it actually shrink some of that tongue down some. But anyway, I'm going to move right along, and we're going to talk about Will and Janet. Will and Janet, Aunt Viv. The only Aunt Viv that I acknowledge. Can we keep it real? When light-skinned Viv came on the screen, now mind you now, right, I'm 27, so when I was actually watching this show, I was watching the reruns. You know, this show premiered 30 years ago. I wasn't watching this shit as a baby, but still, when light-skinned Viv came down the damn steps, we like, you look different. And she never fulfilled the shoes. You know, she never could fill the shoes that Viv left, okay, because Janet was a powerhouse. Janet was a trained actor, so was the big fella, Phil Avery. So they were just actors, okay? But let's talk about it, all right? So not only is there a remake of the Fresh Prince of Bel-Air coming to Peacock, it's like a streaming service. There's also going to be a Fresh Prince of Bel-Air 30-year reunion coming to HBO. You know what? That damn entanglement with Augie then humble the hell out of Will, and I'm totally here for it, okay? And so we see this picture here with Will Smith and Janet Hubert having a lovely conversation, it looks like. Now, although to the public it might look like a conversation, we have been hearing Janet on the internet drag Will for years. And I'm not saying he didn't ever deserve it, but I'm saying she has dragged him. And you might see a smile, but I see, who gonna check me, boo? You tried it. I don't play that shit. You mad because August dick bigger than yours. Jada humbled your ass, didn't she? Quincy's ass couldn't get you out of that, could he? That's what I'm like. You know how you got them family members that can smile and read you at the same time? Like, she seems like somebody that will have your back, but if you cross her, woo. But anyway, I felt really bad for Janet because when she lost her job over there at Fresh Prince of Bel-Air, first off, she honestly, Will and Janet were both at fault. Okay, in the situation, in the beef on the Fresh Prince of Bel-Air set. This is basically what happens, all right? This little kid new to the industry, Will Smith, gets a show, okay? He was actually not a good actor for the first 2 seasons. I know y'all gonna be like, Storm, what you talking about? But no, he has even said it. Will Smith was not a good actor at first, just like Kevin Hart was not a good actor at first, but they kept at it because hard work gets you a long way. Just like, you know, last year my YouTube videos wasn't shit, but now I'm entertaining an audience. It ain't where you start, is where you finish. But anyway, so when Will came onto the set, he was very cocky. You know, he had a little notoriety. You know, he was putting Quincy's big man truck right in this little garage. And so he was really feeling himself, okay? And Janet, being a seasoned actress, didn't understand why somebody like Will, who's a newcomer, was above her. But Janet, you were not willing to play the game. You weren't willing to play the game of Jakuma Tati, and you weren't willing to sit on Quincy Jones' lap. So why do you think that you was finna get some favoritism? You know, this is way before the Me Too era. Why you think you was finna get some favoritism and you ain't willing to go see Quincy Jones? Everybody know to get through, you gotta go see Quincy Jones. Janet, come on. You're a very intelligent woman. You already know what's up with that, okay? And so what happens is, as time is going on, the show is becoming more and more about Will and less about the supporting cast members, and she felt some kind of way. Now, her voicing it was not a problem, but I honestly believe that Janet's delivery probably came across as aggressive, demeaning, condescending, and I view that from 2 aspects. For one, you know, white people can voice how they feel and it's not an issue. Whenever we do, we're angry, right? And it's like, I'm not even yelling. Get out. Stop yelling. I'm not yelling. I'm just talking to you. It's like anytime you put some bass in your voice and you get you get serious. It's almost as if Negroes are treated like, just be happy you got a job, okay? And that's pretty much how they treated her. Just be happy you got a job. And Will was cocky, and he didn't back down, and she didn't back down. And there was a aura around the show that you had to kiss Will Smith's ass in order to keep your job. Okay? And like Janet said, if I got to kiss your ass, you got to pay me. Now, I agree with her on that. If you want me to kiss your ass, clean it, wipe it, and you won't pay me very well before I do it. But all in all, she got kicked off the show. She went from making $250,000 a year in the 90s, which was a damn good living, to, well, pretty much nothing, being blackballed. She ended up developing like really bad back problems after that, and so she's lived a really rough life. And I say all this to say that I'm glad they can put this past them now. I hate that they're doing this anniversary and Phil is dead. James Avery is dead, but better late than never to squash a beef. But it was a mix of both. Okay, his bravado about himself and her saying, this young kid ain't finna check me. This young kid ain't finna think he top shit around here. But, you just can't beat the Jakuma Tati system. So you gonna either, you gonna ride that beast, ride it and spell your name, Janet, or you just gonna get what they give you. And that's exactly what it was. This was way before the time of internet streaming and stuff like that. So it's just how the game goes. And she got the shit end of the stick, unfortunately. So how do y'all feel about it? Are you guys here for a reunion? I hope he is truly humble. Oh, he is. Tatiana Ali said she was severely depressed when Janet left the show. Yeah, because she helped to make the show. And she was damn good on the show. And instead of them addressing it, Will literally told the castmates, oh, we're just going to act like, we're going to replace her and just act like nothing happened. And so there was never even a grieving process. Ain't nothing worse than knowing that a situation is bad, but you can't speak on it because you're trying to keep your job. There's nothing worse than that. A reunion would be fine. Yes. Okay. I want to see the conversation though. I could care less about what Alfonso Ribeiro was doing. I could care less about what Tatiana Ali is doing. Nan, one of them. That's the conversation we need to have on Zeus, Will Smith, and Janet. Damn it. That's what we need to have. But looks like he's been humbled, so okay. We're going to play a commercial here, and then we'll be back to talk about updates with Tamar and David.
Are you sick of walking around with that pooch that you just can't lose? Have you been trying to get back into your favorite apple bottom jeans, but you just ain't been able to? Or are you ready to finally have a beach body that you don't have to hide with the shirt or with the sarong? Then I got the perfect product for y'all, and it is called My Colon Cleaner. Now, this is not something that, you only do once every 3 months or once every 6 months. It is a daily fiber supplement that you will incorporate with healthy diet and proper exercise, along with a lot of water intake throughout the day in order to keep your poo moving, keep you healthy, keep you sound and in good health. So try.
Okay. All right, guys. So now let's move on and talk about Tamar and David. Now, I know yesterday, is this our last story? Wait a minute. Okay. Yeah. Got to break that down. Okay, cool. Now, I know yesterday we were trying to listen to the audio of David defend himself online, and we couldn't really hear it, but now we've had an update in the story, so I don't really want to hear that. Let me just recap that for you. David was saying he wasn't raised to hit women, he would have never hit women, he didn't see his mom and daddy hit women, and that Tamar actually hit him. But more details have come out today, okay? So let me actually read them to you. Per TMZ, because TMZ got every damn thing, and I'm still trying to figure out how TMZ have all the shits, all right? It's almost as if they got drones everywhere recording and taping these people, all right? Okay, so according to legal documents that was obtained by TMZ, David, all right, this is the fine-ass boyfriend that Tamar told us about. Tamar, we should have known that your eyesight or your mind had went to hell after you told Tamar. Y'all gonna learn about getting with these ugly niggas. I told y'all, halfway attractive with something to lose. Don't go too. Okay. All right. According to legal documents obtained by TMZ, David claims Tamar started putting the pause on him during an argument while he was driving. So he driving, they having an argument, and she wop, Molly whopped him. She slapped the piss out of him while he was driving. Now, you want to know if a woman is really crazy. If she's willing to hit you while you driving a car, she's crazy. I'm just saying. Like, there are no regards for her life at that point. Like, you hit somebody, you don't even wait till they get to a stoplight, a stop sign. You just knock them upside their head. Yeah, you might be crazy. Okay. Oh, he claims Tamar hit him in the throat. Damn. Disorienting him and nearly causing him to crash. David claims he parked the car and she lost it. She allegedly started trashing it and smashing the camera and rearview mirror. Smashing the camera, his camera phone or the camera that they have in the car that tapes the shit for the show. I need more details. David claims he suffered bruising to his neck and shoulder area along with damage to the Rolls Royce. Okay. David says this attack is what led to their breakup. He claims that Tamar has... Oh, wait a minute now. He claims that Tamar has been threatening to end him ever since. She allegedly told him she was going to send goons to take him out 6 months ago, but eventually stopped. He claims she's now threatening to let those goons out on him again. He is seeking a temporary restraining order. Here's the issue I have with the whole situation. It's hard for us to believe anything that either of them say because we've been lied to the whole way. She just got out the mental hospital not too long ago, and she was posting on her IG that David helped save her life. And so now we have to believe that she was trying to get you killed even after saying that you had actually saved her life. Although, when you think about it, people that are mentally unstable don't tend to use logic and really tend to go from here, there to everywhere, okay? So I'm going to tie this all together. In addition to that, I also don't want a situation where I'm completely painting Tamar as the villain because, like I said, I'm not impressed by a soft-spoken person, and I'm not impressed by a person that's articulate, okay? Because anybody can be a beat. If they eat, they can cheat. If they cheat, they can beat. It's just how it goes. And so, to me, this relationship was one that was rushed. Two, they both are insecure, and they both They both weren't ready for no damn relationship. Can we just keep it real? And David, you definitely was not ready for a woman like Tamar. Tamar is not like the women overseas, you know, where you from, David. You know, Tamar's gonna speak her mind. Tamar is Tamar. And what a lot of people realize is you get, you know, with these men and women that have these outbursts or they're a little violent, they cuss you out and it's cute and it's funny at first, but shit gets old real quick. And now you see that although you thought you could change her, David, and you thought that, you know, Vincent was totally the problem, David, you see that she has her issues too. So let's double back and let's talk about it here. Let me know in the chat, who do you believe? Do you believe Tamar that said that he threatened to kill her and him in a murder-suicide and that he grabbed her and caused bruising to her arms? Do you believe David's story that she hit him in the throat while he was driving and threatened to put them goons out on him? Now, I don't know why you didn't send them goons to go see K. Michelle, Tamar, because K. Michelle dragged the hell out your ass. That's another story for another day. But I have another theory, too. I truly believe that Tamar, Nene Leakes, and DMX suffer from some of the same mental illnesses that are brought on by childhood trauma. Okay? Tamar has already said that she was raped throughout most of her childhood by both sides of her family. We don't know who, but it's mighty funny to me how a church-going family that was so strict and so this and so that allowed that to happen to the baby girl. But remember, all the older kids had left the house as she was growing up, so she was really left to fend for herself. Older kids had left. Daddy was working 2 jobs and had a side hoe. Well, Miss Wanda, he married to her now. So, you know, between working 2 jobs and going to be with your side hoe, you ain't got no time for the baby. Like, I mean, we got to understand this is a generational thing, too. In Tamar's generation, by the time you got to the youngest baby, nobody really watched that baby or cared that much anyway at that point. Maybe y'all still do that today. I'm hoping we're getting a little better. But the babies born in the 60s and 70s and 80s, if you was the last one out of the litter, shit, your ass just roam free. You just did what you wanted to do. And so I believe that after going through all that childhood trauma, I believe that her mind has split and created alters. Just like DMX said, he has multiple personalities. That comes from trauma. That comes from a lot of kids that are habitually abused again and again and again. They create different alters and personalities to kind of leave their bodies to deal with the abuse. It's your mind's way of dealing with physical pain, okay? Because you never know what you can handle until you go through it, but your mind is going to deal with it in different ways. Physically, you may heal, but we haven't really conquered this yet. And so, same thing with Nene Leakes. Same thing even with Nicki Minaj, too. Same thing with Chris Brown. They go through all that childhood trauma, and what happens is not only do they create different personalities, their mind and their maturity stops at that age. And so it will be hard for any man to love Tamar until she does the proper work that it takes to heal herself and to truly become mature. She's in her 40s, she's 41, 42. The woman carries herself like an 11-year-old. And she can't even help it. And if you watch the show, Get Your Life, and even if you watch Braxton Family Values, you literally watch a woman who has tantrums. He, me, she, me, her, she, me, her, we, what we not gon'. It's funny, and mental illness is entertaining. Okay, it's exploited for entertainment. Same thing with your YouTubers. 95% of your YouTubers that you love, that make you laugh, we are mentally ill. They might not admit it. It's different degrees of it and levels of it. Everybody ain't gonna be as open as Wiley about his shit. But I'm here to let you know, in order to do what we do and entertain you, we sick in the head a little bit. All right, now, okay. Oh, all right. Let me stop right there, cause I don't think y'all heard me. Period.com. I'ma have an Asian baby and raise her as a black girl. Come on now, let's be honest. I know y'all watch us and be like, these people got issues. It's funny because we know how to channel it and make money off of it. But this shit we do on here online ain't normal. Y'all in the scene when we read and roast each other and go at it. This shit is not healthy long term. Come on now. So, over the years, that behavior has been tolerated and it's been masked in, oh, she just country, oh, she just ghetto. You know, some people even like, oh, that's just how a black girl act, and I hate that shit because we are not a monolith. But it's mental illness. And the parents never helped her. And the sisters have abandoned her many times. Because let me tell you something, I'm never going to forgive them for her getting her ass beat by Vince and ain't nobody jumped him nan time. I mean, unless Tamar told them not to, ain't no way this girl should have been getting her ass whooped in the kitchen, and her mama is okay with just going in the other room, putting a chair up under the door, grabbing a Bible, and rocking the baby. You need to be rocking a pot upside his head. The baby sleep, he gonna be alright. Rock a pot upside his head. But that also goes to show you that when you don't come from shit, you'll do anything for money, like sell out your family. Speaking of selling out your family, for $1, and not even a high dollar, let's talk about the Get Your Life show really quick, okay? So I watched the first episode last night. Basically, it wasn't a lot to it, except Tamar is trying to get back in the studio, get back to singing, and she's been pretty much humbled after losing everything, okay? In my humble opinion, when Tamar was with Vince, were they living outside of their means? Yes, they were. A lot of shit that they bought was really for show. All the shoes, all the Chanel bags, that extravagant ass house, only for you to just have one kid. Like, it was a lot, okay? And it was mostly for show. And I'm not saying that you should not enjoy your money and the fruits of your labor, but you always have to think about the future. And so I'm glad that Tamar is at least trying to get her career back on track. But she brings in what's called... Basically, it's like a spiritual advisor. Her name is Goalie, and she performs what's called dream work. And dream work is basically you abstain from sex, no alcohol, no drugs, and you journal your dreams, and you talk about them, and you learn about your subconscious. Now, David, her boyfriend, seemed to have an issue with the lady just helping Tamar get through her dreams, which is ultimately going to help her get through her demons and learn really where her trauma is, what she needs to do to fix it. And David had such an issue with it, and David, I have to call you out on this. I feel like you really had an issue with Tamar getting better for herself because she was asked to abstain from sex for 45 days. Now, let me ask you guys, if you had to abstain from sex for 45 days, but your next 45 years of living will probably benefit from it, I think it would be worth it. But David said he can't. David just can't go without it, as if he don't have two hands to handle that shit. Or 10 other wives over there in Nigeria, he can't fly over to come and handle that shit. And at the end of the day, the episode goes on, and then David alleges or alludes to the fact that the dream worker is a witch, and this is of the devil, because everything that ain't in that Bible is the devil, and God forbid you don't understand something, it's the devil, because, she been in the church all them years and was getting raped in the church all them years. I ain't saying that was God's fault, but I'm just saying let the girl figure herself out the way she need to, But David, I do have to call you out on this. You said that anything that, the Bible doesn't call for and Jesus doesn't call for, you can't do. But sir, you're having sex outside of marriage, and you were having sex with her when she was still married to her husband. So you're an adulterer, so you can commit sexual immorality, but you can't, do dream work. Ain't it something how people pick and choose about that Bible? That's how I don't take their asses seriously. But anyway, I said that to say that was pretty much the episode. I'm sure this drama with the pills and all that shit will be chronicled on the show. Now, also speaking of selling out your family, the Braxtons are going to be returning in November. Because, see, they really didn't have that many of a storyline before. But now that Tamar, once again, is in the news because she's the star of the family. It's Tony and it's Tamar. Can we be honest? Tony and Tamar have had to pull this whole family. Mostly Tony, though. Tony is now older and she's reflecting and wishes that she had more sex and had more of this. No, Tony, what you wish is that you had enough backbone to stand up to your mother and that you were not as fearful of Evelyn as you were and still are to this day. That you could have told her that, Mama, I love you, but my sisters are your children and they're your responsibility. See, when Babyface and L.A. Reid came along and they separated you from that original group, Tony, it was because they even knew you were the actual star. Not Tawanda, not Trina. Tracy went and had a baby. Now, Tracy can't get mad that she got cut out of that group, but didn't nobody tell you to go get pregnant. You got pregnant, go have your baby, go have your family. The shit didn't work out anyway, but Tracy has never let that go. And Tracy either whoop their ass or get over it. So Tony, at the end of the day, the regret you're feeling is the regret of you not living your life and you being responsible for children that you did not push out of your womb your damn self. That's the regret you had. Because word on the street, you done had plenty of sex. You ain't been sex deprived at all. You just was closeted with your shit. It wasn't out there like that, right? All right. But they are back for a new season. We're going to see Trina get married to Vaughn. I don't know what we're going to be seeing Tawanda do. I guess still her mama SSI checks. And then we got Tracy that's going to have a bigger role on the show. And they say Tamar was a part of it too. The show was, of course, filmed months ago. And we just got to see how this shit turned out. But at the end of the day, what you guys are watching is a family that has sold their soul for money. And now that the height of everything is over, and the gold ain't glittering no more, they're dealing with the after effects of it. And they didn't even get paid a lot for it. That's the sad thing. The Kardashians are able to walk away from their show, and they are literally, billionaires? A billionaire family now. The Braxtons are going to walk away from their show eventually and, still be on the unemployment line, the bankruptcy line, or the SSI check line. This shit is sad. And so I did a little bit of some calculations because Tamar claims that the Braxtons made 70% less than the Kardashians did. So I did a little math. Okay, where's my phone? So the Kardashians in their latest contract were making about $30 million per season, but 70% less than that will bring them down to about $7.5 million. So do you think the Braxtons were making $7.5 million on WeTV, or do you think less? For some reason, I think it's a lot less than even that. If the Kardashians were making $30 million a season, I think I think it was a lot less for them. Okay. So let's just say the Braxtons made $7.5 million. I know they weren't making that at first because with shows, you don't even start getting a profit on your shit until the 6th season. So they probably started off making about $2,500 an episode. I hope they weren't making y'all pay for wardrobe and makeup and food and all that. If not, damn, okay? But let's break it down, okay? So let's say $7.5 million. That'd be $1.7 million a piece if each of them are paid the same, which I highly doubt they're paid the same rate. Now, even with $1.7 million per person, you still got to think of, okay, first off, 10 to 15% of that is going to their manager. All right, then another 10 to 15% is going to their agent. And then after that, taxes is going to be about 40% of that. And hopefully they didn't have to pay for their own plane tickets and travel and this, that, and the third. And so between everything, I forgot the lawyer and accountant fees too. Between all of that, they would have been making, less than $400,000 a year selling their soul on the show and selling their family out. The shit just wasn't worth it. And this seems to be a contract that they just cannot get out of. And it's sad. This family has been exploited. This family has been used. This family built WeTV. Was anybody watching WeTV before the Braxtons? No, we were not. What did they have before that? Brazillas? That was it. This show built that network. The Kardashians built E. And this goes to show you in Hollywood, white people are highly compensated, and we are not. We are not. What happened to the big brother money Tamar received? That ain't nothing but $250,000. Once again, her manager got 10 to 15%. Agent got a percentage. You got to pay your lawyers. You got to pay your accountants. And then tax man, since that's technically a lottery, tax man taking 50% of that. So before she even made a cut of, before she even split cuts to anybody, she only made $125,000. And in their lifestyle, that is nothing to them. They go through that quick, especially living out in LA. As a matter of fact, Tamar's apartment that she lives in is $15,000 a month. So y'all know that money goes quick. They don't make that much off of their albums. They just, it's 15 to 20% for agents. It's 15 to 20% for agents. Wow. Oh, wow. Yeah, so see, that's why, by the time they get through, they still working. That's why rich people have so many different damn jobs. Because you make a lot of money, but you have to pay a lot of people too. It's not worth it. It's really not worth it. The lawyer from Living Single said she earned $5,000 an episode, and Friends got 1.5 million. No, 55. Okay, so keep in mind with Living Single and Friends, keep in mind that Living Single came out first. They got the idea for Friends from Living Single, and yes, every year that Friends cast, they were able to renegotiate. But in the industry, we don't get to really renegotiate. We don't. And they know a lot of us come from bad situations. A lot of us come from poverty. Unfortunately, in our communities, I got to keep it real. When we have a kid that's, say, musically inclined or athletically inclined, we push that so much, but we never really push the academics. And so these kids get grown and they get contracts put in front of them, and they don't really read them. And number two, they don't even really know what the shit means. And nobody really teaches us to think about the future. And it's just, they got screwed over, and the Braxtons ended up signing like a 9-season contract at the beginning, and that locked them into a shitty salary instead of their attorneys saying, no, you're going to sign a 3-season deal, and then we're going to renegotiate to come back for season 4. See, Kris Jenner knew to do that with her kids. Mama Evelyn wasn't hip to that. Let me tell you another trick they do in the industry. And I don't know why we fall for this, but they do. Here's another trick they do. So we want to, give you a show. We love you guys. You guys are awesome. You guys are totally great. We got lawyers for you guys to use. Don't worry. Free of charge. They're going to look over everything. Totally fine. So a lot of us will get into contracts using lawyers from their side. You think their lawyer is going to help you? Is that a conflict of interest? Yes, but a lot of us don't know the difference. It's sad. Did they get paid that year they went on strike? Probably not. Probably not. And since it was a breach of contract, they probably were threatened to be sued, which is why they came back. Should have gotten a good attorney. Hell yeah. The Braxton's attorney is a black dude named Octavius. You know what? Surely. Y'all know that's how a lot of love and hip hop people get screwed over. They come on a show and they're so excited to be on TV, and those contracts are like for 6 seasons. And so they're like, look, you do what you got to do, but I know after the 2nd season, you ready to go, but I mean, you ain't got to come back, but you can't break this, and you got to complete this. That's why Moniece was hopping from Love and Hip Hop Hollywood, Love and Hip Hop Atlanta. I don't even know if she went up to New York at some point. I'm surprised she didn't go down to Miami. Moniece was doing whatever she had to do to get through them 6 seasons. It's ridiculous. Zeus over there don't want to pay nobody. Checks ain't clearing, sending them monopoly money. They showed a house and apartment on last night's episode. Was that Tamar house for real? No, that was David's house. Tamar lives in a $15,000 a month apartment in downtown LA. Nah. All right, so that's it for the show, guys. We topped out, basically 3,000 viewers. That's what's up. Ooh, excuse me. So I want to let you guys ask the questions, and we close the show out. Now that's just comment. Oh, let me take their picture down so we not. There we go. Should have talked to Master P. Well, Master P was all about ownership, and Master P left a lot of deals on the table. That's why him and his brother Corey stayed into it, because Master P was initially offered like $1 million contract, and he like, if they offering me $1 million, don't you know we worth 10 times that? Oh, thank you, V-Wash. Don't you know we worth 10 times that? Black people gotta Black people have to get their Black people gotta know their worth, man. Like, people can say what they want. We are the entertainment industry. Without us, that shit is boring. Without us, there is no TMZ. Because nobody cares about what Brad Pitt and Angelina Jolie is doing anymore. That's so 1999. There's nothing else to say. Without us, there is no them. But we don't understand that. How am I feeling? I'm like 90% better. I'm like 90% better. I just haven't been able to do my membership video for today, but I'm like 90% better. Sasha lives tonight. Yes, at 10:30. What the hell kind of amenities come with the $15,000 a month apartment? Oh, that's LA, Mr. Miles. That's LA. I know for a fact the YouTuber D Chanel. Shout out to D Chanel. I wanted to cover that shit with D Chanel and Dre OG Reacts because they had a little beef going there too. Maybe we'll talk about that tomorrow. But I know her apartment is $8,000 a month. She has said. So that's LA. To live in the expensive part, to live where you have security. It's LA. Live where you ain't gonna get shot. Like you pay to play. Oh, thank you. Hey, H20, thank you. You know what? For you donating that $100, I can at least show y'all the whole damn outfit. I can at least show y'all the whole outfit. Ugh. All right. I think I got I still got the tag on it right there. But okay. I can at least show y'all the outfit. Look, I put pants on for y'all today. All right. Got the ripped. I say this is actually not too bad of a fit. Got the stimulus jewelry. I ain't mad. I ain't mad though, with the tag. Okay. Ooh, get my ass down. Whew. I said I'm going to start dressing myself from head to toe because there's something about when you put your clothes on, you just feel like you're ready to work. You know, it just energizes you. Thank you for that donation. I truly appreciate that. Why would you ever consider a rent for $15,000 a month? Yeah, that's me. I don't care how rich I get. I'm good on that. I'm good. Give me the money. And I'm cool with the standard of living I got now. I'm cool. $15,000. Shit. And she can't go buy a house because right now her credit's shot. So she got to clean that up. Even though, Tamar, you know you can get that cleaned up. Get that cleaned up. Did you see Cutie Storm? We're going to talk about cuties. We're going to talk about cuties. Yes, Storm, you look better. It helps you feel better. Yes. What does the black suit on your candles represent? Ma'am, that's just from me burning them. These ain't nothing but frosted cocoa candles. It's just when I light them, the flame sometimes it gets right there. Or like when my lighter goes out, I'll take an incense and I'll light it so it gets black around the rim. That's all. That's all that is. What does Wonder Bread news mean? You know what Wonder Bread news mean. I love you so much. How you break everything down. Thank you, G-Jobs. They don't have good or decent credit. Tamar and Vince went through a foreclosure and a bankruptcy. Well, they went through a bankruptcy with that house. They lost everything, unfortunately. And then Vince kept getting sued. And then Vince owed like the IRS too. So Tamar had to get up out that shit. But you know, when you marry, your credit is one. That ruined their credit. Their house was so expensive, she couldn't afford that house on her own. She couldn't tell the judge, you know, I'll take over the payments. Like, no. And they got so behind. So why they needed a 15-room house, I have no idea. No idea. To keep it real, Tony do the same shit. Renting them expensive ass houses in Calabasas for what? None of my business. You look, one day I want to be able to retire. This is low-key why I'm single, because I feel like if I get married, I'll never be able to retire. I want to be able to retire one day. I don't... Who just want to keep shelling out money? I'm an actual dude. Because I don't want to keep spending money like that. I just don't. Would you make a Wonder Bread news song? Maybe. Do you think Wendy Williams... to get with DJ Booth, he quit? I think Wendy Williams has put DJ Booth in uncomfortable situations many times, and she has used DJ Booth as if he's one of her good Judies. But one thing about a straight man, don't no straight man just want to be up under no woman like that, and they ain't doing nothing. Number one. Number two, he has a family. He got kids to feed. That issue with Nicki Minaj, she really tried to play him with that. Number three, like I said, he's not finna be used as a surrogate boyfriend. You know, every now and then you can do favors for your boss. You know, bring him a sandwich, bring him this, bring him that. But she was probably bothering the hell out of that man. And he didn't know how to tell her no. And that's that. Hell, call Norman. And tell Norman to get his teeth cleaned too. Hey, Norman, we have HD, and your teeth is looking mighty yellow. Like, I don't know if you're a smoker. You got a lot of plaque on your teeth, sir. So I'm just here to let you know. Tell me Wendy Williams give y'all some benefits down up there. For your last season, for that show cancel, you go get your damn teeth clean. I'm sick of these people making money on TV and getting their damn teeth clean. Disguise said, "You so handsome, Storm. Tamar got too much going on." Oh, thank you, Disguise. You're too kind. That's what I'm saying. .com, .net, .org. It was too much. She's mentally ill, and nobody wants to say it. You're building this channel really strong. I'm trying to. Buy your home. They wasn't ready for Rona. Well, Storm, where are the lemons? They're in there. They're in there. Thunder be sleeping so good. Yes. Did they blackball 6ix9ine? No, I think he's afraid to go to a lot of places, right? So basically with Tekashi 6ix9ine, number one, he ain't really going nowhere. He getting fat as hell. Like when he did that interview with the Shade Room, he, between the lace front, everything that was going on, like Tekashi really looked at like a Terriana. Like he looked like he was like 4 months expecting. So maybe all them cream pies in prison, they got him pregnant. But I'm just saying, like, he can't really go too many places. But then again, these Negroes let Zimmerman walk around and Darren Wilson walk around. So if they ain't handle that, they ain't gonna do shit. They all talk. Okay, what else? He built like a fat woman. He really is. He's built really bad. He's a bad built Mexican. He really is. Black China has Jeffree Star in her new video. I know you didn't discuss. Oh God, yeah, I saw that. Look, Black China getting her money how she get it. I'm not mad at her, but she got the Baphomet tattooed on her ass, so you already know what she about. You know it's bad when Tokyo Tony said, "I ain't even going back round her." You know she. If Black China knew all it took to get Tokyo Tony out of her house was to put the Baphomet on her booty, she'd have did it years ago. But just know all the spirits that come with that, Black China, you gotta take it. How many seasons do you think Wendy has left on her show? I think 1 or 2. What happened to the Nick Cannon talk show is put on ice for another year or 2, but I don't think it's ever gonna come back. I don't think so. I don't even know if I want to watch it at this point, unless if Nick goes to just gossip, then I'm cool. But if he's still trying to convince me of conscious stuff, I'm like, no, you got buck broke in 48 business hours. No, sir. Black China and Mulatto are looking the same. True. I like Mulatto. I hate her stage name. I like her though. I like her though. Why in the hell would she waste that much money for rent? Want to live good. That was a stick-on tattoo to pick with her. Where's Tokyo? Tokyo is in Virginia, the DMV area. She sell candles. She sell incense. She sells sex toys. She sell NutraBurst. Tokyo Tony got a podcast now. She done called out the Kardashians. We gonna talk about it tomorrow. Let's see. Storm, will you talk about Chris Strokes on Patreon? What is Chris Strokes doing on Patreon? Wow. Okay. Let's see what else, guys. Before we go. Tekashi said he pays $20,000 for a wig install. He need his money back. He truly need his money back. Tokyo, she's selling. Why you saying she's selling it at crack prices? Y'all leave her alone. Now y'all leave her alone. Okay. So you guys had people were still very confused about the Patreon and the membership thing. Like I said, Patreon videos start officially October 1st. For the rest of September, stuff is just gonna be posted on members because y'all pay for that. I just been sick, so that's why we ain't did the Britney Spears or the Bow Wow or the Master P. But then some people was like, well, I paid for 3 months of the membership, or I paid for 6 months up front. So here's the best I can do. Patreon is still starting in October no matter what. I guess I can continue posting on the members through October and through November. And then after that, I'm shutting the members down and on Patreon. So basically, for 3 months, we're going to have both. And you just pick which one you want to pay for. That's the best I can do for people who prepaid. But other than that, I ain't going to be able to do too much else. I'm sorry. Where the hell is Vince? I don't know. He need to come get his son. I don't know where he at. How much is your Patreon? $3.99. $3.99. Y'all post my email in the chat, please. Post my email in the chat, please. Ash said y'all need to pay $5 for it. Ash said y'all gonna pay $5. How much is Patreon? It's $3.99, guys. Yeah, Peach is like, don't renew your YouTube membership after November. Yeah, just don't. I'm gonna just post on both. It's still exclusive. Here's another thing I need to say, because we're gonna dead that situation, because I'm not gonna keep explaining that. Here's another thing I need to say. Don't repost my shit on IG. I don't really even want y'all talking about it too much on IG. The purpose of it being on members or on Patreon is because we can't really have it public like that. And we ain't trying to bring attention to it. To the person that did it, I appreciate it. I guess you bringing attention to it, but I'm going to have to ask you to not. Because you're like reposting everything that I'm saying, and you're posting clips, and I can't have people paying for it, and then you reposting clips in IG. So when y'all do that, I'm just going to have to flag it on IG as like spam or trademark infringement or something. I'm sorry. I'm going to have to just say you can't do that. We keep it exclusive because we're going through our conspiracy shit that we don't want other folks knowing what we're talking about. It's private for a reason. Y'all, it's private. Damn, who doing that? I don't want to call them out on here. They doing it to Tasha too. And then they tag everybody. And I'm just like, shit, like, stop. They tag Shamar more. I'm like, damn, I didn't want him to know we was talking about this. The whole point is so they don't be sending me no damn cease and desist. Anyway, so any last question, guys, before we head out? Storm, did you see David telling Tamar he didn't want Vince walking around his house? Yeah, I saw that. I mean, most men feel like that, to be honest. That's a little insecurity. Here's my problem with Tamar, too. You gotta stop dating men that don't normally date you. I heard through the streets that David normally dates white girls. Vince specifically liked white girls. It isn't that he just dated them. He specifically liked them. Blonde hair and blue eyes. Something Tamar is not at all. And so I think that anytime you date somebody that normally don't date you or really don't want to, let's keep it real. Vince, you wasn't getting no pretty white girl. It was going to be a white girl out the trailer park. Let's keep that very real. She wasn't going to be a white girl worth shit, because look at you. But the man like what he like, because he want what he want. And I just feel like when you date people, oh, thank you, Andrea. I like how that's spelled. When you get with somebody and they really don't want you, I just feel like you always gonna have issues. And I feel like they can lead to domestic violence too. Because they're literally with somebody they don't want to be with. Am I crazy? When David saw Tamar, he said he thought she was white. See, there you go. That's another Matthew Knowles situation, even with Tina. He would have never talked to her if he had known she was actually black. Let's see. True. The white girls didn't want that. He could have got some. They just weren't going to be no attractive white girls. Even if you date outside of your race, make sure he dates the women that look like you. My thing is, y'all know I'm pro date whoever you want. I didn't told my sisters that watch me, y'all need to start opening up your options. It's more y'all than it is of us. It's a small pool of available black men that's even worth procreating with. I mean, if y'all not going to be sharing men, I don't know what y'all going to do. So you might as well open up your horizons. Date whoever you want. But if you get with somebody that says, okay, for example, if you date a guy and he says, I don't like fat girls, but I like you. It's going to be some issues, because when he get mad, he going to be double mad at your ass. Number one, mad at what you did. Number two, mad because he with a fat girl that he don't want to be with. I normally only date girls with a big ass. Well, if you got an ass like a pancake, leave him alone, because it ain't going to work. I just believe in making my life easy. If a girl tell me I normally don't date guys under 6 feet, I damn sure ain't for you. I'm not tall enough to ride that ride. And that's okay. Guys, it's okay. It's okay. I'm just not backing down on that. I'm just not. Let's see. Facts. Yo. Just pay attention. He gonna call you a fat bitch. He is. He is. Same with me. First thing she called me with your little ass. You know, she was with your Tory Lanez over here. Like I promise you, I know it will come. But you would call me a fat ass Tory Lanez because I'm not 120 pounds. He's gonna watch your meals too. Yep. Will your videos from the membership channel be transferred to the Patreon account? Ooh, maybe not. I don't know. But we got plenty coming, and I'm not lying to y'all. On my grandmama, I'm not lying to y'all. I got a new connect in Hollywood, and the shit I'm hearing about, it's gonna have to be on Patreon. Can we suggest topics? Yes, you can. You guys are gonna control it because you're paying for it. It's conspiracy, real life, basically everything that would be demonetized here on YouTube. That's what Patreon is for. That's the whole purpose. Same thing with members. So suggested, yes. Before I do Britney Spears, guys, I want to talk about the Bow Wow incident, and I want to talk about Master P and where Symphonique really came from, because I don't think you guys really know that story. Okay, so we'll talk about that. Storm, off topic. Can you do a video about what advice when we want to advance financially, like LLC or advance or investing? I can bring a finance person on the show. Definitely. Who's my shirt by? It's Fashion Nova. I can bring somebody on the show. Absolutely. That's not a problem. I hope you reread comments. I do. Watch out for spies. Yes. And the same thing with Patreon. If you take my shit, don't put my shit in your YouTube video. Don't repost my shit. My watermark is going to be in my videos from Patreon. You take my shit, we're going to have an issue. I'm going to flag that shit down. And I'm not going to put out a second warning. There's not going to be me talking about it. I'm just going to go straight to YouTube. That's it. Will you talk about Andrew Caldwell lying about paid sponsorship? Nobody asked him to do that. And I don't understand why he did. Nobody asked him to. Do an allegedly show with Alex? I would love to. Tell us about Symphonique. Yeah, in the Outside Sun. Well, the Symphonique one is like, wow. But yeah. It explains why he's so protective of her. Fashion Nova need to pay you. Yes, they do. Copyright. Yeah. Can you watch Cutie's film and critically break it down one by one? Yeah, that'll definitely be for members or Patreon. Okay, cool. Storm, do you have any new videos on Patreon? No, not until October. For right now, it's members. So, all right, guys. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. Like, comment, subscribe, share if you care. The after shows will come back once I feel better, or I might just pop on tonight and talk to y'all from the bed about BS. Let's talk about whatever. Anyway, guys, love you. I will catch you guys later.
This video has been sponsored by Bella BT. Now, ladies, do you want to bring the spa home to you? Are you ready to rejuvenate that V all while using natural herbs? This V steam is taking over feminine care from sea to shining sea, helping women with fibroids, fertility issues, stress relief, and more. And we can even get them cycles back on track. Use Bella BT, that is owned by licensed esthetician Brittany McDonald. All of her contact information is in the description box below. Hair her up now and use that Bella BT so you don't be walking around with the spoiled rotten cookie.
This product here keeps my skin smooth, smelling good, and of course it is made with all natural ingredients, so I don't have to worry about breaking out and my eczema acting up. What I'd like to do is to give me $1 for this. Rub it in the desired areas that you want to smell good. It is not cute to be ashy. Get you some Lotus Radiance.
Are you struggling with hair growth issues? Are you ready to finally be able to actually put your hair in a real ponytail and not that little knob? Have you found that beauty supply products leave your hair dry, flat, useless, and dull? And are you ready for a change? And if you are, You need to try some moo grease. This product was created for us, and nothing will change about your hair if you don't change your regimen. This product can be used in old people, young people, it doesn't matter. The products are 100% vegan, and all of the information for moo grease is down in the description box below. This video has been sponsored by Bella BT. Now, ladies